Hello and welcome to the GST quiz. Quiz, they say, is a joyful way of learning. And the objective of this program is to become aware on GST. That's the Goods and Services Tax, the historic indirect tax reform that ensured India became one nation, one tax, one market. Joining me, 4 participating schools and a lovely audience. Welcome everyone. Let me first acknowledge the presence of Mr. S.K. Rahman, Directorate General of GST, Ministry of Finance. And it's time now to introduce the 4 teams. Please welcome the school Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan.
Hello everyone, my name is Devanshi Najavan.
And my name is Varun Ramesh.
The second team is SBDAV School, Basant Vihar.
Hello everyone, I am Vibhas Mishra.
And I am Rahul Singh.
Team C is Kendriya Vidyalaya, Rohini.
Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Gupta.
And I am Abhijit Krishnan.
And finally, we've got Team D, Navyug School, Mandir Marg.
Hello everyone, my name is Rimsha and I am Prachi.
So welcome all the 4 teams. This quiz session will have 3 rounds. The first is called Crossfire, second is the buzzer round, and the third is rapid fire round. I'll tell you more about the rules when we come to the respective rounds. Let's begin with the first round, Crossfire. There are total 8 questions. I will begin with Team A. If you answer correctly, the direct question will fetch you plus 20. You have 20 seconds to answer. If you don't answer or answer incorrectly, the question passes to the next team. If they answer correctly, they get plus 10 bonus points. And to answer, they have 10 seconds. No negative marking in crossfire round. Are we clear with the rules?
Yes, sir.
So all the best. Team A, let's start crossfire round with you. The first question, what is the full form of CGST?
Central Goods and Service Tax.
That's the right answer, plus 20. SBDAV School, your direct question. What is the full form of SGST?
State Goods and Services Tax.
Plus 20. Team C, your direct question, an opportunity to get plus 20. What is the full form of UTGST?
Union Territory Goods and Services Tax.
Plus 20 again. Team D, your direct question. What is IGST?
Integrated Goods and Service Tax.
Plus 20. So for interstate movement of goods and services, you have the IGST. So before I ask you the remaining 4 questions, let me ask Mr. Rahman. Sir, on one hand we hear that GST is one tax, one nation, and then we hear about 4 types of GST, CGST, SGST, UTGST and IGST. How do we understand this?
India is union of states and there are union territories also. We have devised various components of this tax. CGST is for central government, SGST and UTGST is for the states and union territories, IGST is for interstate transfer of goods and services. So let me say that it's only one tax and that is GST.
Okay, 5th question now. That's the second direct question in Crossfire. Team A.
Yes, sir.
Name one central tax that has been subsumed under GST.
Service Tax.
Sure?
Yes.
Plus 20. That's the right answer. A lot of central taxes have been subsumed, and that's why GST is a very simplified version of taxes, and one of those is the service tax. Team B, your direct question, SBDAV. Name one state tax that has been subsumed under GST.
Excise duty.
So Team B, that's incorrect. Yes, Team C.
VAT.
Mr. Rahman, VAT.
Yes, it is correct.
VAT is the right answer, plus 20. To Team C, your direct question. Who heads the GST Council?
Union Finance Minister of India.
Plus 20, that's the right answer. Team number 4, Navyug School, your second direct question. an opportunity to earn plus 20. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So a special purpose vehicle called GSTN was set up to cater to the needs of GST. What is GSTN?
Goods and Services Taxes Network.
Plus 20. That's the right answer. And before our scorers Akash and Archana compile and let us know after crossfire where do the four teams stand, let me come back to Mr. Rahman. When we talk about different taxes being subsumed, so how many? And that is why the GST is such a simplified version.
Central government side 7 taxes, from state government side 8 taxes, total more than 15 taxes have been subsumed. Prior to introduction of GST, as you are aware, we used to have sales tax, we used to have central excise duty, we used to have service tax, we used to have many more taxes. Now it is all subsumed into one tax for the comfort of the citizens of this country. It is GST.
Yes, Akash?
I got the crossfire results. On third, B team got 20 points. And second is tie with A and D, both got 40 points. And first is C team with 50 points.
Team C right now is leading with 50 points. We've got Team A and Team D with 40 points. And we've got Team B right now at 20 points. But Team B, I have a very good news for you. Next round is called buzzer round. 8 questions there. And if you press the buzzer and answer correctly, you can fetch yourself plus 20. That means a particular team can get themselves a whopping 160 points here. So tables can turn in round 2. Are you guys still motivated in the quiz?
Yes, sir.
So the second round is the buzzer round. Let me first tell you how you will press the buzzer. Let's go the traditional way. Can I request that we can just clap? Anyone can clap, and the team that claps first is the one who I will request to answer. Please wait till the time I come to you. Then you answer. You are requested to answer immediately. Plus 20 for the right answer. If you don't answer after clapping or answer incorrectly, you lose 20 points. So in buzzer, it's either plus 20 or minus 20. A total of 8 questions again. Right? Are we clear with the rules? And if you're not able to answer, we will go to our dear audience. You get a chance to answer the question. Okay, so all the best. Let's begin with the buzzer round. The first of the 8 questions in the buzzer round. When does India celebrate Constitution Day? Okay, all the teams are cautious. Team B.
26th January.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Minus 20. Anyone from the audience? Nikhil ji, to please share the answer.
It's 26th November.
That's the correct answer. Second of the 8 questions in the buzzer round. Which constitutional amendment was done to pass the GST bill? Team B.
101st.
Are you sure now?
Yes, sir.
You get back your 20 points, plus 20. Third of the 8 buzzer questions. HSN system is used for classifying the goods under the GST regime. What is the full form of HSN? The girls.
Harmonized System of Nomenclature.
Plus 20. Very good. Let me ask one question to the audience as well. Which committee of the GST Council does this humongous task of matching the goods with the rates?
The Vijay Kelkar Committee.
Incorrect answer. Can I request Rahman sir?
Yeah, it's called Fitment Committee. Fitment
Yes.
Committee does the job of fixing the rates for various supply of various goods and services.
Are we ready for the fourth of the 8 buzzer questions?
Yes, sir.
The fourth question. Which type of GST will be levied on the import of goods and services? Yes, Team C.
IGST.
IGST is the right answer. Mr. Rahman, in the erstwhile era, we used to have many more other duties. What's the status now?
Prior to introduction of GST, apart from paying basic customs duty, the importers need to pay countervailing duty, which was equivalent to central excise duty, and they were also paying SAD, special additional duty, which was equivalent to the VAT. Now, after introduction of GST, there is a single tax that is paid apart from basic custom duty, that is called IGST.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me now move to the fifth question of the buzzer round. The fifth question. Department of Revenue comes under which union ministry? Yes, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan.
Ministry of Finance.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Plus 20. Sixth question of the buzzer round. Expand CBIC. Shall we cancel that? No takers? Let me come to the audience. Just raise your hand. CBIC. Yes.
Central Board of Excise and Customs.
So I had asked CBIC. So where is the I here, Aryan? And you were wanting to also say something on similar lines? Yes. Good, you saved yourself minus 20. Can we request Mr. Rahman to help us understand what does CBIC stand?
Central Board for Excise and Customs.
Yes.
It has been renamed now as Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs.
Seventh question on the buzzer round. How many union territories have been treated as states under GST? Yes, Team D.
Two states.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Can you name those?
Delhi and Pondicherry.
Plus 20. Absolutely right. Very good, Team D. You fetched yourself plus 20 there. The last question in the buzzer round. How many GST Council meetings happened before the implementation of GST in India? Cautious teams here. Very good. Shall we cancel that?
Yes.
Let's come to the audience.
I think it's 17.
Well, that's quite an innovation, sir, but still incorrect. Yes, your neighbor. Can you better that? Get the right answer now.
Maybe 18.
That's the right answer. 18 is the right answer. So the GST Council met for 18 times before the GST was implemented, and it was on 30th of June 2017 at 7 p.m. in Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, when the GST Council met before the implementation. And then we remember that midnight when the beautiful parliament was decorated with those beautiful lights, and Prime Minister Modi, President Pranab Mukherjee pressed that button to signify the implementation of GST. Mr. Rahman, any memories of that day?
India, after independence, has brought in some changes both in direct taxes and indirect taxes. But the change that has been brought has brought entire nation into one Union of India, Union of States, wherein we have brought out this GST on that day. It's a very, very big day for the country, especially in terms of economy.
So that finishes the buzzer round, and at the end of 2 rounds, can I request Archana to please help us with the scores?
After the completion of both rounds, crossfire and buzzer round, Team A got a total of 60 points. Team B got 20, Team C got 70, and Team D, that is leading, with 80 points.
We come to the last round of this GST quiz, and this is titled the Rapid Fire. In this, you have 1 minute each. So I will start with Team A. You have 60 seconds. I can ask you a maximum of 8 questions. Every question will fetch you plus 20. So you can earn yourself 160 points. No negative marking. So certainly one can do a guesswork also, intelligent guesswork. Similarly, every team, I'll come to you. For your respective 60 seconds, you will have a bouquet of 8 questions. If you don't know the answer, you can pass. Time permitting, I'll come back again. Are we clear with the rules of rapid fire?
Yes, sir.
Are we ready then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can start with Team A, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, with your set of rapid fire questions now. The tax IGST is charged by central or state government?
Central government.
That's the correct answer. The headquarters of GST is in which city?
Delhi.
Correct. India has chosen the Canadian model of dual GST. Am I serious or joking?
Serious.
Correct. GST is a destination-based tax on consumption of
Yes,
goods
sir.
and services. True. SAC code stands for?
SAC code.
Yes. You want to pass?
Pass.
Expand MRP.
Maximum
Retail price.
Correct. Name the country in which GST was introduced the first time.
France.
Correct. GST was first proposed in India in which year?
2006.
Incorrect. One question. SAC code. Full form.
Time's up.
Time is up. So you've been able to get yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 120 points for Team A. I think we can have a round of applause for them. 2 questions. Let me come to the audience. Let me ask the full form of SAC first. Oh, we've got many hands raised. Yes.
Full form is Services Accounting Code.
Okay, good. So, just to stress that point, just like HSN is for goods, SAC is for services. Very good, Diksha. And the other question, team A, that you missed out on, GST was first proposed in India in which year? Yes.
And the answer is 2000.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's the correct answer, 2000. Mr. Rahman, it's been a voyage that spans nearly 2 decades.
It is in 2000 the initiative was taken during then Bajpayee government. Then slowly it went on to the next government that has taken lot of efforts in formulating the plan and action. And there were a lot of meetings that have happened. Finally, it is the present government that in 2016, more or less, it has been finalized, and you have it from 1st July 2017, the new GST.
Okay, team 2, SBTAV School, Vasant Vihar.
Yes, sir.
You are at 20. If you add 160, you can go up to 180. One should be aspirational.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all the best. Archana, let's start the rapid fire now. The first question, is electricity chargeable under GST? Yes or no?
Yes.
Incorrect. 29 states made their 29 different SGST Act. Am I serious or joking?
Joking.
Correct. Expand VAT.
Value added tax.
Correct. The maximum rate of GST in India is?
28.
That's right. What is the validity of the registration certificate under GST?
Pass.
Okay. Can a registered person under compensation scheme claim input tax credit? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Incorrect. What is the minimum consignment value for which e-way bill is mandatory required?
So we want to pass.
Okay. How many states are there in northeastern region of India?
7.
Incorrect. What is the minimum consignment value for which e-way bill is mandatory required?
So we want to pass.
Okay. I think, and what is the validity of the registration certificate under GST?
So pass.
Okay. The e-way bill consignment maximum value? The minimum consignment value?
So 5%.
Incorrect.
50,000.
Okay. So let's see how you have fared in your rapid fire. So electricity chargeable under GST?
No,
it is
sir.
not chargeable. So if you see the electricity bill that we get in the household, you will not find GST. So that's very essential. GST is not leviable on electricity. 29 states have 29 SGST Act. What did you say?
No.
Joking.
Joking. No, that was the right answer.
Joking.
I was serious. So in terms of the legislative journey, we had one CGST Act, we have one central government, but we have 29 states. Every state passed a respective SGST Act. So there is a separate SGST Act for Delhi, separate for Telangana, separate for Maharashtra, and all of this took efforts. So if you have 29 states, you had 29 SGST Act. So I am serious there. You got VAT right, maximum rate right, validity of registration certificate under GST, it's valid till revoked. Okay, so you didn't get that right. Can a registered person take input credit in a compensation? No. In compensation, it does not get input tax credit. E-way bill, you got it right the next time. Minimum amount there is 50,000 rupees, and then you need to have e-way bill mandatorily. So that means you've been able to get 2 right. 40 marks is what Team B gets themselves. One other question that you didn't get right. Raise your hand, audience. How many states are there in northeastern region of India?
Answer is 8.
That's right, Janvi. Absolutely right. Let's get the names. You got Assam, Arunachal, Mizoram, Tripura, Nagaland. Sikkim is there. Sikkim is the latest addition. That's why when we studied 7 sisters, now we also have Sikkim. So the total 8. Mr. Rahman, from the GST perspective, why it is important for me to know that there are 8 states?
Each state to pass is SGST Act. The states, 8 states that are there, 7 plus 1, they have passed their SGST Act for the goods and services that are being transferred in their states. And the other states have to have a cooperative understanding between them, so that the goods and services that are being transmitted between these states are accounted for in each state. By creating a separate SGST Act, we are getting the GST revenue, SGST revenue and the portion of the IGST revenue to that particular state's consolidated fund of India. This ensures availability of sufficient funds for the development of that particular state.
Team C, Kendriya Vidyalaya Rohini, are we ready for a rapid fire? Okay, so let's start the rapid fire. Team C, all the best. What is the full form of ITC?
Input tax credit.
That's right. What does GSTIN stand for?
So pass.
Income tax is a direct tax or indirect tax?
Direct.
Correct. DVAT stands for?
Pass.
What is the maximum rate prescribed under UTGST or SGST?
14%.
Correct. Can a person apply for GST registration without PAN? Yes or no?
No.
Correct. Which of these are sin tax commodities? Pan masala or tobacco or both?
Both.
Correct. Who is the chairman of Niti Aayog?
Pass.
Okay. DVAT stands for? GSTIN stands for? Time is up. Okay, so let's see how many of the questions you've got right. You've got the input tax credit right. You got the income tax one right. Maximum rate in SGST is 14%. Overall maximum rate is 28, but when you split between CGST or SGST or UTGST, it can't go beyond 14. So you got it right. Can a person apply without PAN? No. Syntax you got right. So you got 5 right. 100 marks. Akash, 100 marks is what they've been able to get for themselves in rapid fire. Let's get to the other 3. Yes, raise your hand among the audience. Full form of GSTIN. Yes,
GSTIN is Goods and Services Tax Identification Number.
that's the correct answer. Absolutely right. Then DVAT. Anyone in the erstwhile era? What was DVAT?
Delhi Value Added Tax.
That's the correct answer. Delhi Value Added Tax. Okay. The other question was, who is the chairman of Niti Aayog?
The answer is Prime Minister Modi.
That's the right answer. Very good, Sudha. Mr. Rahman, when we look at what Prime Minister said about GST, he says this is goods and simple tax.
Niti Aayog has played a crucial role in planning for the introduction of the GST. As our Honorable Prime Minister of the country says, that India required to prepare itself for the economic development of the country. For this, economic federalism has to play a role, and accordingly the GST that has been introduced has given rise to increase in GDP growth in the country, and it has also gone well with Make in India program that has been launched by our Government of India.
Let me now come to Team D. Are you ready for your rapid fire?
Yes, sir.
Well, you were leading after 2 rounds with 80 points. Let's see. So your rapid fire stats now. What is the full form of OTP?
Pass. Pass.
Okay. What is the full form of DSC?
Pass.
If the present financial year commenced on 1st of April 2018, on which date will it conclude?
31st March 2019.
Correct. Liquor for human consumption is not covered in GST. True or false?
True.
Correct. GST Council comprises finance ministers of all states and the union. Am I serious or joking?
Serious.
Correct. If I stay in a hotel on lodging, will I pay luxury tax or GST?
GST.
Correct. What does MSME stand for? MSME.
Middle small. Micro. Middle small. Micro. Medium. Medium small.
What's the other L?
Micros.
Okay, time is up. Okay, so let's see how many you got right. You've got the financial year one right, liquor, GST Council comprising, and if I stay in a hotel, 4 right. So you'll be able to get 80 points. 80 points. It's always nice to be in a competition. Okay, let's get the 4 questions. DSC, anyone?
Digital Signature Certificate.
Correct answer. Absolutely right. Why is DSC so important? Digital Signatures Certificate.
DSC is important in the sense that I have my authentication with me right now. Once I apply for a GST registration, I take a DSC, Digital Signature Certificate, and every time I need to upload my return, I need not go for any other verification. I use my DSC and I verify my returns and I upload my returns accordingly.
Thank you very much. MSME, it is indeed micro, small,
medium enterprise.
So let's get 5 correct. 5 correct in rapid fire for team 4. We'll grant you that. The last question that I could not ask for want of time, let me ask it now. CBIC has announced which date every year to be observed as GST Day?
1st July.
Mr. Rahman, 1st July will always be special, and 1st July is Chartered Accountants Day, it's Doctors Day, and from now on, GST Day.
GST Day. 1st July has been, as I already mentioned to, is going to be a very, very memorable day. Earlier we used to celebrate Central Excise Day. That is the date on which the Central Excise Act was enacted.
Okay.
Now we are going to celebrate GST Day, 1st July.
Absolutely. You know, we like to express gratitude to everyone who's contributed to implementation of GST. And it's time now for the final scores.
Actually, there is a tie, so no team is on 4th. On 3rd, SBDAV with 60 points. On 2nd, KV with 170 points. And on 1st, Navik School and Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan with 180 points.
Okay. So the tiebreaker between Team A and Team D. It's going down to the wire just like T20 cricket match. So the question, Team A and Team D, no prompting from the audience or the other two teams. What do we mean by anti-profiteering mechanism? Yes.
So when we distribute the profits between the up to the customers, when we are gaining profit after GST, if a company is in profit, they have to distribute the profit to the customers, and there is a panel, anti-profiting panel, which
June 19, 2017.
which is incorporated on June 19, 2017, which checks that they are sharing their profits or not.
So it benefits the consumer?
Yes, sir.
Anti-profiteering mechanism is to help the consumer?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rahman?
Yeah, I think you should go.
We can grant
expect
that,
a full-fledged answer from them, but they're more or less correct. I congratulate you. I mean, you
Well,
are almost
that
to the
means
point.
you are the winners of the GST quiz. I think let's request Mr. Rahman now, who's the Additional Director General from the Directorate General of GST, Ministry of Finance, to please come and give away the prizes to all. Well, with that, once again, congratulations to Navyug School Mandir Marg for winning the GST quiz. And thank you everyone for your gracious participation. We conclude the GST quiz with the thought, as Mr. Rahman said, that it's very essential that as a responsible citizen of this great nation, India, we pay taxes because it is courtesy taxes that the nations are built. Thank you very much for watching the program. Thank you.